let y'all go? That's what he was doing with Israel. And Pharaoh is a type of the devil. Didn't we come out of Egypt? And so what does the Bible say? He got with somebody that was the daughter of Pharaoh. A Moabite. Go ahead, sir.
A Moabite, Ammonite, Edomite, Sidonian, and Hittite woman.
It was a Zidonian and a Hittite woman. Verse 2, from what?
From the very nations of whom the Lord said to the Israelites,
what?
You shall not associate with them,
go ahead,
nor shall they associate with you.
For what?
For the result would be that they would turn away your hearts to follow their gods.
This is why God is saying, don't follow them. Don't go to these high places. Because God is saying, they're going to turn your heart away from me. And when they turn your heart away from me, then watch this. You're going to put God in a position to judge you. Because he's going to judge the wicked. Do you see that? I don't want to put myself in a place where God has to judge me. But we leave him no choice. Because the wicked are going to be judged. And so the book says, go ahead, sir.
Yet Solomon clung to these in love.
He clung to them. He loved them. Go ahead. Go down to verse 3. What does he say?
He had 700 wives.
700 what?
Wives.
And what else?
Princes.
And what else?
And 300 concubines.
And what else?
And his wives turned his heart away from God.
Verse 4, read it.
For when Solomon was old, his wives turned his heart away from other gods. And his heart was not completely devoted to the Lord his God, as was the heart of his father David.
I want you to see this, people of God. The Bible says that when he got older, which means, watch this, a lot of times you and I can think that we can stop it. You and I thinking that we can stop it. But you find yourself after years that go past, you still in that situation.
Yes, sir. Come on.
You still in that high place. We were right here when we first started, but now, after time has gone past, well, I'm still here.
Come on,
I'm still in this high place. And that's how Solomon was. Still in that high place. The book says, go ahead, sir.
For Solomon went after Ashtoreth, the fertility goddess of Sidonians.
Yes, sir.
And after Malcolm, the Horo, detestable idol of the Ammonite.
Verse 6, what did God say?
Solomon did evil things in the sight of the Lord.
And what else?
And did not follow the Lord fully, as his father David had done.
Verse 7.
Then Solomon built a high place for worshiping Chemosh, the Hero, detestable idol
so
of
now,
Moab.
first of all, I was introduced to it. Now, what is Solomon doing now? He's making it. First, I was introduced to it. I was open up to it. Now, what am I doing? I'm making high places now. I'm making places where people can go and sin. How did I get involved? I thought we were supposed to be trying to build the kingdom. But we over here making and building high places. How did we get there? The book is trying to teach us something. On the hill which is in east of Jerusalem, and for Moloch of Horror, the detestable idol of the sons of Ammon. Verse 8, and he did what?
And he did the same for all of his foreign wives, and who burned incense and sacrificed to their gods.
So when you thinking you're hooking up with this person, they worship a different way from you. Which means, watch this, they're going to turn your heart to start worshiping the way that they do. Does that make sense? This is why somebody say, well, yes, he go to church, she go to church, but they don't worship God in spirit and truth. The book is letting me know. Go ahead, sir.
So the Lord became angry with Solomon because his heart was turned away from the Lord, the God of Israel, who had appeared to him twice.
Verse 10.
And he had commanded his concerning this thing, that he should not follow other gods.
Yes, sir.
But he did not observe, remember, obey what the Lord had commanded.
So verse 11, what happened?
Therefore the Lord said to Solomon,
what did he say?
Because you have done this and have not kept my covenant in my statutes,
yes,
which I have commanded you, I will certainly tear the kingdom away from you.
You're going to do what, God?
Tear the kingdom away from you.
What are you going to do?
Tear the kingdom away from
and
you.
Do what after that?
Give it to your servant.
Now, who wants what God gave you? I do. Yes. And I don't want God to take it. I want what God gave me. I don't want anything to be taken away from me that he said was mine. So what should we do? Obey and tear down all of these high places, all of these images, All of these things that the enemy is trying to set up around us. I'm saying to you as a church, New Life, hear me. Let's tear down these places. Let's tear down these places. I'm closing like this. Sister Garmon, if you would turn off that light feed.